So as you can see on screen, this is the base foundation for the build itself. Just copy this design on the floor and that'll be your layout and foundation. And then you'll start from here, and as you can see here, I've got the layout. Just start extending it out by 3, so every pillar is actually 4 high. This will basically be your kind of framework towards your build. Once you've connected it all up or 4 high, you just want to connect everything around together. So you get this kind of rectangle shape, and then just connect the middle pieces in 2. And then obviously this next bit is where our staircase is going to come up to the house. So we're just going to connect up this little square here to the actual house. And then obviously we're going to start working on the little staircase that we got going on here. So as you can see, we've got 2 lower blocks at the front, and obviously it goes all the way up to 4 high. So you just want to kind of move it down, as you can see. But on screen right now, this isn't actually how I thought about it. I was looking at it quite a few times and thought, no, this looks quite wrong. I extended it up by 1 and just brought it down again. Just so the top bits you can kind of sit and make it like a porch area later on, as you'll see. So you want to just copy this, and then obviously once you've done that, you can fill slabs on the top and bottom of those to give it a nice bit of detail. But for now, I'm purely just getting a framework around here for you guys to kind of see, just so you can kind of copy it from here, trying to make it as easy as possible. And obviously with the material guide at the start, you should be able to gather all the materials. If you need to, just pause it back there and you'll have the exact amount of materials you will need for this build. The only thing I forgot to include was actually a spruce door, which is quite funny considering you kind of need a door in a house. But yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know about that one. And then as you can see here, I've put the stairs in, filled up the floor at the top with oak, and then started raising these up by 3 as well. So these pillars are all 3 high, and then you've got the ones at the front here that are currently just 1 high. Then you just want to start building along your roof. So I'm doing some upside down stairs all the way across, and then you want to extend 1 out so you have a nice little overhanging roof. From here you just want to build your roof up, so you want to place 1 stair on top of those stairs, and then you want to put 1 on the opposite, put 1 block, then place a stair on top, then put stairs on the bottom, put another block, stair on top, then stairs on the back as well, then stairs up again, and then just connect it with a stair in the middle, and that's going to be your roof design. And you're going to copy this on the other side here, and then once you've done that, just fill your roof in with some spruce planks and some spruce stairs, and that'll be your roof filled in. Once you've filled in your roof, you just want to place some trapdoors in the top here, just to kind of get a nice little wavy effect throughout the top of the roof. And then find the middle point of your roof and kind of start breaking a few blocks. You want to break out 2 blocks or 2 on each side, and then replace those with some planks, and then put some stairs on top of those planks, and then fill in the roof here to get yourself a nice little window. If you need to, just slow down the video a bit just so you can kind of see what's going on. It's just a plank with a stair on top on each side, and then in the middle you have a slab with 2 on top. Then you just want to extend the roof by 1 with a slab as well. Then you just want to start filling in your walls, your windows and everything, and then your floor obviously, so fill in with oak planks all the way across your floor, and then just start playing with a mixture of planks and stripped spruce logs even, and give yourself kind of places you want windows and other things. Obviously you don't have to exactly copy mine, you can put windows in wherever you want. You can pretty much do whatever you want with the design at this point, but I'm just using a mixture of planks and stripped spruce as well, logs, and then just making my own kind of way around while just kind of figuring out where I'm going to be placing these windows, and then obviously extending the framework up just to the top there, just so we can get a nice layout of how this is going to look from the side. And then just start filling in your top area there, and make sure you leave a little gap at the front just so you have a window that is too high. You can make a one high window if you really wish, but it's really up to you how you do it. As you see on this side, I actually forgot to put the oak logs going across, so I actually would later on replace that. But as you see right now, I haven't actually realised that the logs don't go quite across on this side, so I'll fix that now. There you go. And then I'll obviously create my space for my window and fill it in with some glass. Now, as you can see here, the building's starting to take shape. It's just not looking very detailed at the moment. It's looking quite plain, and obviously it's going to need a bit of decorating, but right now I'm just going to fill in some glass windows, just put all the glass inside of the actual window layouts that I've made, and then from here I'm going to kind of start decorating the outside of the house. So I'm going to start with a porch. I add 2 cobblestone walls on top, fill them with campfires all the way across in a nice little kind of square, and then just put out the campfires and then go around the campfires with some trapdoors. Just going to add in some gates around the bottom too, just kind of make it so you can't fall out when you're walking up here. Adding in those trapdoors that I was talking about. And then go around the bottom of each kind of framework, just adding in these trapdoors to kind of thicken out the bottom of the build, making it look like it's being held up and supported from the bottom. And then just adding some fences in around the bottom here, including the middle frame that I forgot. Just adding some fences, some stone walls at the top, going all the way around, adding in a few gates here and there as well, just so we can kind of set up our farms for later on underneath what you'll see when we go over into the first person version of this build. Just throwing down some lanterns on these cobblestone walls from the ceiling, just so we can get some light, so everything's lit up and we don't get no mobs just randomly spawning in. And then just kind of playing around with some trapdoor designs on the side of the house. I managed to start doing 5 trapdoors over here, realised that it was much easier and efficient just to use the top of the window and place one hanging in front of that, then copied it on the other side as well. Then from here I started to hang these kind of hanging baskets off the side of the front and the back of the house. So you just add some grass blocks down, get some trapdoors, put them around, and then obviously use a spruce plank in the middle with a button just to kind of connect them up so they don't look too so it isn't all connected as one and looks a bit nicer. Then I started adding some upside down stairs on the side of the house, added some composters on top, and then added some leaves on top of those. And I did this for both sides of the house, and then to connect them up with some slabs and some trapdoors in a nice little wavy pattern, just so we get a nice little design whilst doing this. I add in some trapdoors next to the windows to look like some small window shutters, add in a few lanterns on these like slabs that are kind of sitting next to the composters, and then add a few buttons to the top of the build where the windows are, just to kind of give in a bit more detail. And then also I come over here and start working on the chimney that for this house. I didn't know if I was going to add one at first, but I decided to knock out this back composter, start adding up a nice kind of chimney spout, and then going all the way up to the top here and just kind of creating it, obviously playing around with the way it works on this roof, just bringing it up, pushing it out towards the center part of the roof, and then making it go up and collecting these trapdoors around the campfire on the top here. Chimney's pretty easy to make, just kind of bring them up with different types of stone and then use a stair to kind of push it towards the middle of the build. Then I just make some small cobblestone and stone slabs at the bottom, just kind of look like it's a bit crumbled and some of it's broken, hasn't really been cleaned or tidied up yet. and then as you see I add those buttons at the top there, and obviously you can add loads of foliage and etc around the house, and I haven't actually added the farms in, but I do have some lanterns on the porch there. But when we head over to first person, you can see what I've done more with the outside of the house. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Peace. So now we're headed over to first person. We can actually take a look at the inside of the house and just the quick underneath section. So underneath here, all I've done is just make a bunch of different farms. Got potatoes, beetroot, wheat and carrots over in the corner there. Just loads of farms underneath. Head up the stairs under our little kind of porch area. Come inside. I did actually forget to include the door in the material list, which was kind of silly of me, but that's kind of one thing I actually did forget. I didn't include any of this interior because I just done the basic house, and you can kind of decorate it how you want. I'm just giving you a few designs, or just kind of a few things that kind of fill up the space in here. So we've just got a nice little kitchen area. We've got some sitting down area, armor stand over here just to put a few bookshelves kind of scattered about, then a ladder that goes upstairs through our trapdoor, and then obviously we can walk up here, look out the window as well, and little chair area. Some barrels in all of the kind of side of this house, so you've got barrels all around, plenty of storage. Just this nice little chest section with these kind of this massive thing that connects to the bed. It does look a bit odd. It's more of the odd interior that I've actually ever done. It's quite different to what I'd usually do, but it's quite a lot small space. It's just something to play around with. Really a small little house to get you kind of started with. Definitely more of a starter base than anything else. You're not going to be able to store a massive amount. You will be able to store loads in the side of the house if you did what I did, but from that I would probably use this as a starter house. So just a small little detailed starter house with a little porch on it, little window at the top, cool little roof, just a simple little house for you guys. So I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe if this did help, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.